Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now I want to apologize for my voice. I have a bit of a cold, so do bear with me. Let's see the energy that Spirit wants us to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides. The Eight of Swords, that's a good one. That's a good one for everybody always just to be mindful of. Because the Eight of Swords is worry and doubt and fear. It's being trapped in our own heads. It's replaying something over and over and over again. And it's not being kind or gracious to ourselves. The Eight of Swords is... It can be... We all know those people who live in that place where something has happened and it becomes their whole entire life. So here, Spirit is saying very much, be mindful of this. Be mindful with the Eight of Swords of something that was hurtful and painful and tragic, taking over your whole entire existence and binding you to it. Okay? I know it's easier said than done. This can take, therapy. This can take, meditations and hypnosis and all those good things, modalities to help us heal. But we don't want to be bound in our own mind, because that's just being cruel to ourselves. It really is. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So here we have relax reversed. We can be finding it very hard to just simply relax. We can find that there's always tension in our body, whether it be in our jaw or in our shoulders or, in our forehead or our back. There can be always tension held. We need to embrace relaxing. I love all the candles around her, because if we do the meditation where you just stare at a flickering flame, that can be your meditation to help you relax. It can be just breathing in and out and focusing on your breath, but quieting the mind, centering yourself, even going for a walk if you need to do something more physical. That could be a very good thing, with nothing in your ears, with just being mindful of your body and letting your body relax and letting you be in the moment. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so what's really interesting here is that I think for like the past 3 readings, so in Pisces, in Aquarius, and in Capricorn, we've been getting the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And it can't even be in Sagittarius. I just can't remember. But we've been getting the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So if you have these signs in your chart, check them out, because there's something here where like it's not time for a new season. I know we're entering into quite literally new seasons, but we're going to be seeing that there is a sense of a transformation being halted. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords reverse is very much a sense of we're not wanting to deal with something from the past that's coming forward. We're just not wanting to be there. There's an energy of I have to fight this battle again, and we're going to be like, nope, I don't want it. And until we look at something, like Spirit is going to show us something. I'm getting 3 times, but it can be 5 times. Okay, that you're going to be seeing it, and it's like, how are you going to handle this? And you're going to find that there needs to be a fortitude of your spirit, because we have the Page of Cups. It's almost like you're stumbling over something. He's talking to the fish, right? And I love that about the Page of Cups. It's like knowledge from the most unlikely space. It's like when I always think when Finn McCool, yeah, when he talks to the salmon in Irish mythology. That's what I get from there. It's like wisdom coming to you from the most unlikely place in the most unlikely way. The Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, success, finery. You are going to be drawn, Pisces, and you are drawn to the finer things in life and having a prosperous nature. So be very aware that you are being perceived by others, even if that's not the reality of the case. You are being perceived as somebody with clout, somebody with money, somebody with finery, somebody who has a presence to them, okay? You also have somebody in your life, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody who's very grounded, but somebody they're just very grandiose. They can't even help it. It's like this person doesn't blend into the shadows even if they wanted to. And I can't see them really wanting to. So you have that energy coming forward, and you're really embracing that during this time. I just see it like you're going to be attracted to finer, finer cloths, the finer things in life are going to be very, very, very attractive to you. Embrace that. There's going to be a part of you that thinks, oh no, I shouldn't do this. I don't know why. It's like you're afraid of something here. It's like, no, be you. If that's being a bit extra, be a bit extra. If that's wearing bright colors, wear bright colors. Be who it is that you are. Because the King of Cups is here, and you're leading by example. The King of Cups is the most feminine of the queens, of the kings. And did I say Queen of Cups? This is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the most feminine of the kings, which means that there's a certain need to be more contemplative. There's a certain need for the emotions and the thoughts and this sense of a connection. Okay, it's not just action and doing. It's going to be a connection and feeling. That's going to be very, very, very important for who you are, Pisces. And this is the highest court card in the minor arcana for you. So there's a real sense of power to you. Now we're crowned here with the High Priestess. And Spirit's like, save this for last, because as we have all of this coming together, there's a veil being lifted from your eyes. There's a sense of a knowing and a seeing and a becoming that's very important to who you are, meaning that you are embracing a quality to your life that comes through your intuitive nature. So with the High Priestess, there's going to be a level of knowing to you that stands out. This can be disconcerting to you in and of itself. This can also make you worry, doubt, and fear, because now not only are you hearing like the regular sounds of the world, but you're hearing the energy of people. You're feeling their energy. And that can be very, very overwhelming. Some of you Pisces are going to run from this. It isn't going to be seen as a blessing. It's going to be like, what the heck? I don't want to deal with this. Be aware, because there is power and greatness to you, and it comes to you embracing your intuition. Remember, you are a mutable water sign. You don't like to be caged in. You don't like to be told what to think and how to be, and all of that. There needs to be a flow and a brilliance to you. And sometimes taking in, and not sometimes, but taking in too much information from everybody else can just be overload and overkill. So know that there is a power to your intuition that needs to be acknowledged and needs to be utilized for your own greatness, for your own prosperity and success. Okay? But it's going to be tricky for you. It is. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Now, what's interesting here is that we have the Five of Swords upright now. So with the, oh goodness. Okay, so we'll just have that one come up. The Magician reversed. Interesting. So here, because the Magician and the High Priestess go absolutely beautiful together, like coupled wise. The High Priestess also and the Hierophant can as well. But there is this sense here with the Magician. It's like this gift of yours. You're not ready to stand before the altar of your existence and claim it. There's going to be some sort of resistance here. And there's also somebody in your life who's claiming this gift where you're like, whoa, man, I don't want this. Like, this isn't for me. You're not going to be very patient with yourself. Excuse me. During this time. So be mindful about this. And I just need a sip of water. So be mindful about this. There is a sense of like, either I'm going to be excellent at this and I'm going to be able to handle it all instantaneously, or I want nothing to do with this. So just be mindful. But there's a pairing to you that this is like an intuitive awakening, like a psychic awakening, okay? For some of you Pisces, you are going through a psychic awakening that you don't want, you didn't ask for. But here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you from personal experience, Spirit doesn't care. It doesn't care if this isn't the path that you wanted. It doesn't care if this isn't the gift that you desired. You have it. You have it. And it's going to take time for you to stand before the altar of your existence and claim it. But Spirit is going to make you claim it. All right? Be patient with yourself, even though you don't seem to have much patience with yourself during this time. So be aware of this. This is the Page of Cups. With you being a student, all of a sudden, now it could be of this energy. It's also learning during this time, learning about who you are, what you want. All of a sudden, that's when you start to be like the hero of your story. You start to embrace kind of like the fight that you have been through before. So you definitely embrace it. There's the number 2 here with 1, 2 cards, or 1 card. See it as 2. It's from the 5 of Swords here. So know that even though Spirit was saying before, a 5 count, okay? And we were hearing 3. It can be 2. And I know this is a lot of numbers and you're like, okay, Dane, we'll just pick one because now you're not being very specific at all. But I see like this was 5 times in your whole entire life that you have had to really stand up to this. You have had 3 times, okay? 1 wasn't quite as severe, was more easily dealt with. 2 kind of kick you right in the teeth. That's what Spirit is saying. This is with the Page of Wands. This is with a very immature worker, okay? It could be a worker. It can be somebody who just has a fiery temper, really like a poor attitude to them. With the King of Cups, you have that King of Cups again coming through. This is your passion, your power, your determination. The seasons don't need to change. It's almost a sense of like things don't need to change. You need to own your power. And that's what's coming through here. As you do, lies, they fall away. They absolutely fall away. You're going to see yourself getting a lot of messages through your dreams. You can actually get, for some of you Pisces, if you really fight this, you can get very apprehensive before you go to sleep because you're going to start to dream. And those dreams are going to have deeper meanings to them. And you're going to be like, oh no, not this again. So just be very aware of this during this time. You're also going to get messages through your dreams, just period. So whether you're awakening or whether you're not, Spirit is going to talk to you through your dreams. There's going to be a level of restlessness to you that is dissipating, that is leaving. The lie that comes out, okay, it's going to be very freeing for you. It's going to be around somebody really attacking your character and really attacking like the quality of you. I just see this really much like I just am so focused on her dress and her wings And it's either like it's around the way that you present yourself, it's around your ability. Okay, so Spirit's saying your ability to fly. I know you can't fly, but there's something here with like your ability of movement or expression or whatever it is. They want to clip your wings. Be aware of that. Your subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Star card reverse. This is Aquarius energy reverse. It can be that you have a dream, right? And it just doesn't feel like it's going to come true. It feels like other people get to have their dreams, other people get to have their passions, and you don't. This can be what happens when we have the Eight of Swords come in. It's kind of like the dark night of the soul coming in and very much beating us down. So it makes us feel like Spirit isn't listening, like we don't get to have our joy, or like, it's just not for us. That could not be farther from the truth. Our subconscious message from Spirit is soulful. Embrace your soul and let your soul be full of you, of your tenacity, of your brilliance, of your power, of your insight. Let your soul be full, because there is tremendous, tremendous power to your soul and your intuition. But just also your feeling. And that's going to be one of the things that is so hard, because you feel so much, Pisces, that it can just knock you off your whole entire path. Your subconscious tarot message is the Hierophant, right? When we said the Hierophant also goes brilliantly with the High Priestess, okay? The Hierophant and the Page and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So there is this power of standing before the altar of your existence, right? Here, you stand in your tradition. Subconsciously, you know who you are, and you're accepting it, but you're finding it hard to implement it in the waking world. And then, because you're ruled by Neptune, right? Neptune is the king of the dream world. It's the king of like the mind and fantasy. So your dream world, your ability to imagine and create is astounding. You can find it to be very difficult to take the richness of your mind and bring it forward into the world itself. So just be aware of that. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. This can be, again, very pettiness at work, a lot of pettiness at work. And there can be a sense here of, instead of moving subconsciously, instead of moving slowly and carefully forward, you want to make some rash decisions. You want things just to move in order for them to move, whether it turn out well in the long run or not. That may not be your subconscious, concern. You just want movement. Okay. Be careful of that, because it can also be somebody else's energy coming in, and you're like, well, okay, if you think that's right. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. And may blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless.